The Drop with Frank and Brian is officially brought to you by Switch Suspension. Switch Suspension specializes in all vehicle chassis components. Lift kits, lowering kits, air ride suspension, wheels, tires, steering, and brake upgrades. They use all the best products from the best brands. And these guys are truck guys. You roll into their parking lot at the shop and they all drive custom vehicles. So they use their products that they sell on their own vehicles. So if you guys are looking for anything for your vehicles, whether you're just starting out or you just need some replacement parts or whatever, give them a call or visit their website, switchsuspension.com.
Hope you enjoyed this episode of The Drop. If you like these podcasts and all the other content we create, head on over to our websites and purchase merch. Purchasing merch keeps us going and creating more content. Our websites are grinder-tv.com and livelifecustom.com. We really appreciate it. Now on to the episode. What's happening? Okay, there we go. Morning.
What's happening?
Oh, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
It's been a week.
It's been a week. And if you're at Cruise of the Pines this weekend, you can get a shirt with that saying on it.
Yes, and we will, after Cruise of the Pines, we will put them on the website.
Yes. They're not made yet. It's Friday. They're going to get made today. Maybe Monday. We'll see.
It doesn't matter to me.
I know. You're fine. You're fine.
I was going to ask you if you had time before not Cruise to the Pines.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I might be following you out here for Cruise to the Pines.
Following
I might
back
be
to California?
Yeah, because I need to pick up T-shirts.
Oh, okay.
And they mistakenly, instead of printing all of my talls, they printed them on regular Gildan T-shirts, not talls.
Regular Gildan. Oh, ew.
So I have.
I'm sorry.
So I have all of my all style 1301s printed. And then instead they ordered the Gildan, but not in talls.
So they just made them in regular sizes.
Brandon was on a fishing trip.
Oh, well.
Yeah. And he came back and he messaged me. He goes, so your other ones are done and you have 40-ish Gildans on the house.
On the You're like, they could stay at the house, thank you.
I'm like, what am I going to do with these?
Yeah, I know.
What? Seriously, like, I'm not going to sell them.
No, I know you can't.
I can't. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll give them out for raffle prizes.
Oh, that's a good idea. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like.
Yeah, but then like someone's going to get like in a raffle. They're going to be like,
I know this guy prints on stupid shirts.
What? And Stuart's going to be pissed today.
I know. He's like.
Anyway, wow, that's interesting. So, but now. So now he's going to print you the correct ones.
Yes, but they're not going to be printed until because he always has to reset everything back up.
Yeah.
To print these shirts out, and I'm like, so he's like, I was going to come out this weekend. I was just going to leave Saturday morning. This is today's Friday. I was going to leave tomorrow morning, head out
there, do a little quick turn and burn kind of thing.
Turn and burn, or find something to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, and stay the night somewhere and whatever, and then just come back Sunday, just kind of like mosey around SoCal.
Mm-hmm.
And but now I'm just like, oh, well, when are they going to be done? And he's like, midweek probably. I'm all, this is not
this is not working out well.
Yeah, he's like, you can come get the other ones and then I can ship you the talls.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best like thing to do. That way you don't have to waste your time.
I know. I like wasting my time.
That's fine. Me too.
Anyways, you unless you can stack all the boxes on top of your the cab of your Tacoma and just strap them down over the roof.
Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Just run a strap through the cab.
Yep.
Around the top and really just crank them down.
Just dunk.
It just the roof caves in, the boxes cave in.
Yeah.
Lose a couple shirts on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem, man. I got you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. But Cruise to the Pines this weekend. Hopefully we see everybody out there. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. I'm bringing the Tacoma. Going to get her all loaded up and have a couple questions for you post-pod about different little details. But anyway, that's post-pod stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, excited for this weekend. It's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun.
Yeah. Is that an Adam Ray as Dr. Phil t-shirt?
Yes, it is.
That is, yeah.
I got this when me and Milan saw Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
last December, and I could not fit in the shirt, and now I can. So it's another one of my shirts in the closet that I can wear now.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's always a treat to see what you're popping off with today.
I know, and now I go through the closet. I'm like, ooh, what could I wear on the podcast today? And then it's funny, I'll put these shirts back, and I just won't wear them in public.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. It's just like, well, first of all, I don't really go out a lot. You know what I mean? Like when I leave the house, it's either on a road trip or a car show,
or you're going to work somewhere.
Yeah, and that's not very much, but
okay.
But usually I'm going somewhere and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear a Grinder TV shirt. I'm gonna wear a Truck Club shirt or something, and it's so these shirts sometimes I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I dig it. I like it.
Grab it a lot.
Yeah. So you went on a trip last weekend.
Yep.
Out to Waxahachie.
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 Yeah.
Did Lonnie show you the picture he sent me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, they look like they're having fun.
We were. It was. I love that show because it's just a mellow time.
Yeah.
C10's in the park, right? It's literally like a huge picnic, and the way that it's set up is, you get there on Friday afternoon, or morning to afternoon, and you set your booth up, and then you the show's not till Saturday morning.
Oh, so you just have kind of Friday to just do whatever?
So there's no rush
cool.
to set the booth up. There's no this. You just.
I love those days. I love those days.
They're the best. And that's why you saw us. Like we pulled up, and Lonnie and them had their trailer. They're already set up, and then we pull in, and we just always Lonnie and Radar and Crystal could just come over, and we just always hang out right there.
That's tight. Heck yeah. Those are the best days. Those early setup days, just chilling, hanging out. And then you cruise into Saturday, not rushed or anything.
Saturday's a little rushed because
it is.
You have to get there. That show, there's 1,200 trucks at that show.
Wow.
And you have to get there. They literally line the streets, and the streets to get into this, it's a little park. It's a big park, but it's in the middle of a neighborhood. So all these trucks are lined up at 3-4 o'clock in the morning down these neighborhood streets. So if you want to get in and not be in those lines, you have to get there before 6:30ish in the morning.
They don't have a separate vendor entrance?
They do.
Oh, okay. That's good. Because I know how you feel.
But you still have to get behind these people because they're just one way. They're just one or 2 lane streets.
Yeah, it's just like you said.
So if you get there before they start rolling in, all the trucks are off to the side of the road.
Okay.
But once they start rolling cars in, everyone just.
Oh, so there is some sort of urgency in the morning. There is some
sort of urgency in the morning, yes.
Oh, okay. That's not fun.
Yes, I know.
That can get a little stressful. And I bet you that's fun for the neighbors with 1,200 V8 driven trucks just sitting
there idling. Yeah.
Oh, it's that time of year again.
Yeah.
Great. Fun.
But yeah, and then you get there early in the morning and it's still dark while you're setting up. And yeah, it was a good time.
I used to many years ago, I used to go down to the Long Beach swap meet, the park swap meet. And there's a certain romance to it, or something. There's a certain something to it. Getting somewhere so super early in the morning, and it's like pitch black outside, and it's quiet. Waiting in line, and that's how it was for the Long Beach swap meet. We used to leave the desert at like 1 in the morning, get down there by like 2:30. And they didn't open up the gates until about 5. So you're just sitting on these like city blocks early in the morning, waiting, anticipating to get inside because you're excited to get inside and set up your stuff and start selling. And those were fun times. Now that I'm remembering back on it, those were a lot of fun. Like we used to go there, truck full of parts and stuff. And the fun part was not only going through the day and selling the parts, but pulling up and trying to like get your booth and unload while people are like trying to buy stuff off the truck.
Oh yeah.
You have like these the early guys like trying to get the best parts off your truck. Then you have other vendors like after you trying to get all the best parts so they can turn around and resell them that day.
I know, right?
It was a lot of fun, man. It was so wild. Long Beach what was it? The Long Beach car swap meet, I guess it would be. It was at the Veterans Stadium down in Long Beach, but yeah, so much fun. I think they still have it. I think that still goes on.
I'm gonna answer a email real fast.
Oh, just mid podcast, huh?
Yeah,
that's fine.
It's fine.
No, let me reminisce more about the Long Beach swap meet.
Oh, no, I just had to send an ad. So by the time this is up. Anyways, let's go back to this night thing. So that's one of the reasons I like leaving early in the morning. Like if I have to drive to SoCal for a show and I get up at like get on the road at 4 in the morning. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
like I said, there's a mystique to it, or a certain something. I can't figure the right word, but there's definitely something to it. But anyway, so it was a successful show. Everything went well.
Everything went good. Friday it was funny, because like the rain follows us everywhere, and this is the 4th year I think we've done this show, 4th or 5th, and it's never rained. It's always been blazing hot, humid. But Friday, it started to rain. Oh, that's right.
You sent some videos of the rain. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. So it started to rain on Friday, and it was kind of funny. And but yeah, we went to Buc-ee's, ate in the truck, and then did the Saturday was nice. It wasn't super hot. It was kind of like Intervention, but not as hot. It was only 93 degrees.
Oh,
not
only
103 degrees like Intervention.
Humid though?
Not humid.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting.
Not to me, at least. I'm sure it was probably, humid, but it didn't feel bad at all. But what I'm saying, like Intervention, is it didn't really start to feel warm until like that 1 o'clock in the afternoon time came around. Mm-hmm. And that show ends about 3 o'clock, 3, like 4 o'clock, it's done and over with.
Oh, nice.
But 3 o'clock, people kind of start to pack it up.
The big question.
We didn't go.
You didn't? Oh, man, another year. Now you can't go.
Now we
at this
can't
point,
go.
It's tradition.
Like, now I'm just going to go next year and not even go to the show, only go to the square.
You set up a booth at the after party. Be like, hey, what's going on? I'm here to sell some shirts.
Yeah. And it was kind of the running joke, because Josh and Caitlin Parker came over to the booth and we're hanging out. And and Caitlin's always giving us crap, like,
yeah,
you gonna go? You gonna go? And I'm always like, yeah, we're gonna go, and then we don't. It's just it's just a running joke now. I had every full intention to go. We packed up the trailer. It was all good. Joe didn't bring a million T-shirts this time, so it's like it didn't take as long to pack up the trailer, and so we weren't but we got back to the hotel and just both kind of just conked out for a little bit, and then woke up and I'm all, we going?
You look at Joe. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, we didn't even leave the hotel.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's also another good feeling. That post hotel, just chill.
Oh yeah, that, and then we woke up at 3 in the morning to leave on Sunday.
Oh, really? You jammed back out?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So like, and we were home. Like Joe, we pulled up to Joe's house before 9 p.m. on Sunday.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah. Thursday, Sunday, it was that's a wrap.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's cool.
And
I'm glad it was good.
I fixed the Titan.
What happened? You
remember how I was telling you, like, you get into the gas a little bit, and it kind of goes, wong, 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 all the way out there, all the way back. And we're just like, oh, maybe it's the gas pedal. Because, like, on Chevy trucks, because they're drive-by-wire, so there's no throttle cable. So on Chevy trucks, a lot of times the gas pedal fails.
Oh, and it just needs a new pedal.
So we're like, he's like, Joe's like, try it on cruise control. So I put it on cruise control and I gave it a little gas with a little button on the steering wheel, and it didn't do it. And so we're like, oh, it's the gas pedal. So I get home, I found a guy parting out an Armada, and I was like, got a gas pedal? He's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, I'll come get it. And then I had to, on the way to go get that, I stopped by the guy's house where I get my Toyota parts to get a new steering column for the Tacoma. And I hit the throttle, or I hit the cruise control. I was like, let me try this, and it did it. So I was like, oh, it's not the gas pedal.
Son of a bitch. Did you have to buy the gas pedal?
No, I didn't. I just told the guy, I was like, no, I'm not. I don't need it anymore.
Oh, and, okay. I thought you were like committed. Now you just have an extra gas pedal.
No. I stopped. I have so many extra parts that I committed to sitting in the garage that I don't need anymore. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I put it on the Titan Facebook page. And this dude's like, that happened to me in my 04. He's like, I unplugged the battery overnight and it was fine.
Really?
And I was like, well,
don't tell me that was it.
I already did that. I already unplugged the battery and it didn't fix it. So I was like, let me just try it again over all night long. So I did it and it fixed it.
Awesome.
Apparently it's called a hard reset, and you have to unplug the battery for a while to like dissipate all of the
it got to discharge.
Yeah, it discharges it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got in it and I was like, This is amazing.
Awesome.
So I fixed the blend door because that doesn't click anymore, and then I fixed this all.
Amazing. And then so now I can picture you going over to Marketplace and deleting the ad that you were about to post.
About the Titan?
You're selling the Titan. I'm just joking.
Oh, I know, right? I'm just like, no, I love this truck now. Yeah, I was driving it around all day yesterday, pulling the Tacoma around, all this stuff, and I was like, man, I love this truck.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I have a Facebook. I told you yesterday I have a Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
It's Tails. We have the dropping in. We need a segment. Tales from Marketplace.
Tales from Market. We need a little like, what is it called?
Do we have on your thing? I can look, but I'm not going to. Do you have like a sad trombone?
Yeah.
Yeah, hit me with a sad trombone.
Here we go. You can't hear it, but it's there. No. And it's done.
Welcome to Tales from Marketplace, where Frank trying to sell his dumb Titan. So I put it back up there, redid the ad. I actually put it from our conversation last week. I put it on Craigslist. It costs $5 to put on Craigslist.
No, it doesn't.
Then Craigslist just jacked me for $5.
Unless they charge for vehicles only.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like when you're going through the categories, it specifically says cars and trucks, $5 cost.
Okay,
so
I put stuff on Craigslist, just not a vehicle recently. Dang, Craig, man. Craig's getting...
I know, he's getting a little chintzy. Anyway, so I put it on there, got a couple responses, more than I've gone on Facebook. So I get this message on Facebook asking about the truck. First of all, the weird part about it is you know how in the message in your messenger it has like a specific marketplace, like where it just kind of gathers all the messages. It didn't appear in there. It appeared in my spam folder actually. Oh, so I just thought like, well, that's weird, but it wasn't weird because by the time we get to the end, you realize why I ended up there. Yeah. So anyway, I thought about how to approach this, and I think I'm just gonna say it verbatim. That way, it like people really get a good idea on how this conversation went because I was trying to do a loose thing, but anyway. So bear with me on this one. So the person, real standard, is this available? Said, yep. He says, all right. Is there any mechanical issues with it? I said, nope. Runs great. Passes smog. Registered. Blah 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 blah. He's all, that's fine. Title in hand. I'm all, yep. Clean title. So far, all right. He's all, I'm interested in checking it out and buying it. Could we arrange a time to meet up? Normal. Sure. I'm available anytime. I'm in Apple Valley off of Bear Valley and Deep Creek. So Daniel, if you're listening, that's a little more clue because Daniel was on the hunt. Oh, yeah. So anyway, so I say that and he's all, will 5 o'clock be okay for you? I'm like, yeah, here's my phone number. This is going great. I might sell this stupid truck today. And then things start unraveling. So he says, okay, I'll come with cash. And I said, okay, I'll see you then. And then this is where it starts to get a little murky. He says, before we meet, can you show me a recent vehicle history report? Do you have it? I said, I don't have one. I've owned the truck since new. I'll gladly give you the VIN and license number if you want to check it out. He's all, no problem if you don't. Just have to get it from factsinspection.com. And at first I'm like, oh, whatever. I said, okay, cool. Do you want the info to run it wherever the hell you want to run it? And then he's all, I've already experienced a loss on a previous vehicle because of a fake report. That's why I want the report, which my mechanic recommended to me. Still, it's not clicking in my brain. Totally understandable. You can bring your mechanic if you'd like. I don't care. And then, it's so funny. I won't be bringing my mechanic with me, but if you could provide me with the report, I would really appreciate it. I'm ready to buy your car at your offered price, and I don't have enough time to inspect it in person right now. Once I receive the report, I'll have my mechanic check it, and then I'll come to you to complete the purchase and pay you. I said, I'll be sending you a Carfax report. Okay, now things are going way off the rails. So I don't want a Carfax because when I sold my car before, I got the report from Carfax, but it wasn't accurate at all. That's why I faced a lot of trouble selling it. Then my mechanic told me that if I had taken the vehicle history report from factsinspection.com, it would be easier for me to sell. So I only want the report from factsinspection.com. And I'm like, wait, hold on. So then I say, I can give you the info and you can run whatever report you feel comfortable with. Because still, I'm like, now I'm starting to become suspicious, but not completely. And then
the first suspicion you should have had was he was going to give you the full price of the vehicle.
In hindsight, yes.
anytime selling anything on Marketplace, selling anything on anywhere, if they say, I'm ready to give you the full price, it's a spam.
To be fair, That's what I told the guy with the Tacoma.
Yeah.
I mean, I told him, I said, hey, man, I'm not here to dick you around. I'm ready to buy this thing. Yeah. But then again, like the conversations between me and the person who I bought the Tacoma from were way more organic.
Yeah.
After a while, I realized this is not an organic conversation.
Yeah.
You know, that's when I started getting some suspicion. Okay, so then it gets real spicy. Look, Look, this is your vehicle, and you have to show me the report first. I have suffered a lot of loss because of wrong reports, so for my peace of mind, I want to see the report. If you have any concerns about the faxinspectionreport.com report charges, you can add them to the total cost of the vehicle, or I would pay you the amount for the vehicle and then some extra for the report. I'm not a person who will fight over some bucks. I have already decided to buy it. I just want you to show me the report, show the report to my mechanic from faxinspection.com. I hope you understand. And then like all of them, I'm like, hold on. So then my intuition finally like fully kicks in, full-time gear. So I Google it. Yeah. Faxinspection.com scam. Dude, pages, just Reddit threads and AI summarizations and like all sorts of stuff. So I screenshotted it and I told him, I say, I see where this is going. And then I show him a screenshot of the thing. And then finally, this is the best part too. And this is the last thing he sent me, and I'll read the whole thing because it's hilarious. And then I just hit him with a thumbs up after this. He says, if you think it's a scam, then please show me from Google by typing the full faxinspection.com and showing me it's a scam. My friends and relatives who are police officers, how can you say this site is a scam? I don't understand. I took my vehicle report from them the day before yesterday. First open the site and look at it. I was like, and we're done here. And that was it. But I thought it was just so hilarious that like, because we've been talking a lot about like marketplace and like all this selling cars, and we haven't really talked about the scam portion of it.
Yeah,
how scammy it is out there, you know.
Yeah, it's tough. It's like you just kind of know right off the bat if someone's a scam, and you just start to ignore them. You know what I mean?
But that one was. It took me like.
Well, the fact that it came to your personal thing and not your Facebook thing was
that was the first red flag. Yeah, that was 100% the first red flag. But I was kind of looking at it through rose-colored glasses, which I assume that's how they get a lot of these people. Oh, I mean,
a lot of people just aren't seasoned online sellers too, so they think everything is like they don't know that this is so rampant. Like, eBay is a real tough one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, eBay, selling stuff on eBay is one of the most frustrating things that a person can do. Because the second you like hit for sale or you make your listing live, you get hit with offers, and sometimes eBay, like depending on how you have it set up, eBay, it's like if you have it selling something for $20 and you say automatically accepting offers at $18, someone will offer you $18, and then eBay will say, all right, your item sold, ship it.
Oh.
And so then you're just like, no, and it's this whole thing. So like,
then what's the scam? What's the scam in that? Like they just do a chargeback, they don't pay you, and then they get your thing
pretty
for free?
much. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times with more, like I've sold camera equipment on there, and that's a tough one because
I bet you that's a hot one for some scammy stuff.
Oh yeah, because it's a lot of money,
right?
You know what I mean? So I've sold like a camera on there. It's like $1,500, and you have to sell it, you have to ship it, and you do not get paid until they get the item and make sure it's the item.
Oh,
so you're trusting eBay to basically, this person paid, but it's like an escrow.
Right.
And then once they get the item and then make sure it's the item, because there's the scam the other way around. I could sell this dude something that weighs the exact same amount of the camera, or I could say it's a Mark III when it's only a Mark I, and it's only worth whatever, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, selling stuff online is definitely not for the thin-skinned. It sucks.
So I have a very funny story about that. Since the title of this one's going to be scams, because my friend who's into comics and is an avid comic collector, and Ben will find this hilarious. So there's this comic called Hulk, The Incredible Hulk, right? So a very specific one is Hulk 181, which is the first appearance of Wolverine. It's a very expensive comic.
Yeah.
So my friend found one. I think it was, I don't know if it was what website it was through. Doesn't matter. So it was like $1,200. So my friend buys this book. So when they grade them, like you send them to a company, they grade them, and then they put them in the thing called a slab. It's just basically a plastic case and assign it a number of the condition it's in. So this one was already slabbed. He buys it, $1,200. He gets it. So proud of it. I remember when he first got it, went over there. We're all like, because like, you know, being comic nerds, we just fawn over these things, right? So, and that's like the holy grail, one of the holy grails of comics. And so everything's great. You know, he has it for a while. Well, Stan Lee, when he was alive, he was down at this big comic shop in industry, and he was doing some signings. So my friend was like, man, you know, it'd be really cool to get this thing cracked, which is open it, get it signed, and then regraded, and now it's a signed comic. And then we're like, yeah, that's a great idea. So I was with him. We go down to this thing, and there's a procedure to it. So someone who's qualified has to like crack it open, and then that way they can, you know, do all their whatever and then put it back together. So the guy pulls it apart, and he goes, no way. And we're like, whoa, what's going on? Someone had cut the cover off of that original comic and glued it onto some other random comic, re-slabbed it, and sold it to my friend. And so, I mean, it was a day. Like it was a crazy day. Long story short, he was able to get his money back through whatever. It might have been eBay, it might have been some other site. I don't know. But anyways, he was able to get his money back. That actually launched his career, because like it was such a spectacle. Like all these people are talking to him, and then he kind of like, after a while going to the same place, he made some connections. Anyway, it started his whole career that he has now. So it's actually kind of funny how that one incident sparked this whole thing for him. But yeah, there's just, everything is a freaking scam, dude.
Yeah.
Everything is a freaking scam.
Well, scamming is an industry. It's an it's an economy in itself.
Right.
And
then there's a secondary economy of people who catch scammers.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, like on TikTok and Instagram, and like people who make videos and stuff catching scammers, there's like a secondary industry.
Yeah. And scamming's always been a thing, right? Mm-hmm. Like imagine selling used cars back in the day where you would just like, oh, it's starting to knock. Let me put some thick oil in here or something, and then you're just like, as the owner, like that it's kind of a scam. You know what I mean? Like you're selling this thing, so everything's been a scam. It's just now it's a different kind of scam.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. Since the beginning of time of selling things, there's always some
been the scam
trying to pull another one on another guy. That's funny. But yeah, so yeah, that was a new scam. I mean, the traditional scam that I know of, is the real traditional one where they like, I'll send you a check and then they send you more than the amount of the car, then you cash the check and they pull it back. That's never happened.
Well, they have to get more creative and more creative because it's always the older people that are falling for the scams. But now as our generations get older, we're used to the internet. We know the scams. Mm-hmm. Where, prior, the older generation, they didn't understand that. They just thought everyone they talked to online was a real person. Right. And
but it's like evolved too, because like you said, they were doing scams before the internet, thick oil, so whatever.
But now with younger people that are on the internet selling stuff, recognize the scams right away. So everything's just getting more creative.
Right, but what I'm saying is like, so that generation knew those scams, oil or selling a car in the rain at night for bad paint. And then all of a sudden this new technology came in that they couldn't understand. But, the generation who's all terminally online, as they say now, like they're understanding the scams. But there's going to be a point where we understand those scams and then something else is going to happen.
Oh, that's something else is already happening. I mean, you just kind of went through it.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't fall for it, but you fell for it enough to message this dude back and forth, this thing back and forth.
That's what I'm saying.
A couple of times until you caught it. Because it's becoming, especially with AI now. And
that's where I was leading it to.
Yeah, all this stuff. It's like you're never going to know, who you're talking to or what you're talking to or whatever. But basically, to avoid the scams is, just ask to meet in person, cash, whatever. Even cash those. I remember Steve Wilkes sold a set of wheels one time. They met at a stereo shop, and the guy gave him $1,000, 10 $100 bills. Guy picked the wheels. Guy left. Steve went to deposit the money. It's all fake money.
Oh no!
What are you going to do? There's no. You can't. He probably advertised them in the green sheet or the recycler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the recycler. Dang.
There was no like trail. You can't go back to the recycler ad and go, oh, this person messaged. It's like, that's
Right.
it. You're done.
So the scam just has to get more and more evolved.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an industry.
I was gonna say like real quick, just to jump back just a little bit about the AI stuff. Like I've seen some AI stuff where I'm like, I'm gonna get scammed. I'm gonna get scammed somewhere along the line with this stuff. Because again, that like it's that like next thing, you know.
Yeah. The scam that I'm gonna fall for is the one where you just don't know if it's real or not, right?
Yeah.
So you're watching this thing and you're just like, you could pretty quickly now know that it's fake, but
Now
it's getting to the point where you're not gonna know.
Mm-hmm.
So
didn't you say just recently that you heard a quote saying that this is the worst it's going to get?
This is the worst it's going to get.
Right.
And if you look at it last year, there's that clip of AI with Will Smith eating spaghetti.
That is like the
that
thing,
was
right?
the
Yeah.
worst, and that was only a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And you look at now, and this is the worst.
Yeah. And it looks like him eating spaghetti.
Yeah. So
That's
it's
wild.
not going to get any. It's just going to get better by leaps and bounds.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we just have to get off social media.
Yeah.
I
Go
think
back
off
to the
of social
recycler.
media, off of the internet, because it really messes you up. And with
It
AI,
does.
it's really going to mess more things up. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's a whole nother conversation about the I said that earlier, the terminally online part of life nowadays, just constantly. But yeah, don't get scammed.
and scams come in the form of not scammers too. Scams come in the form of just things that you read that you react to, and it changes your direction, or it changes the way you think about certain things. Those are scams too, but they're just it's a whole different world. You know what I mean? So yeah. Going back to
The Titan. Do you want the Titan? I'm over it. Do you want it? Just come get it.
Yes, I do. Can I have it?
You can have it.
Can you donate it to our project?
The Panda Grinder TV project.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
I have some post pod stuff that is pretty funny, and
oh, that's great. I can't wait.
Yeah, it involves Titans and stuff. So, but going back to the C10s in the park thing.
Yeah.
How cool! I'm showing this. I'm hoping I'm recording. Let me check.
Oh no! We're about to have a blank Brian. You've seen blurry Brian. Now you're about to see blank Brian.
I didn't have my camera hooked to my phone, so I.
Oh, so you didn't.
I didn't see.
And you don't have your screen facing towards you.
No, it's just I'm just flying blind over here.
It's a flying blind.
So this is what was really cool. There's a company called I don't even know, but this.
Oh, okay. That's really cool. That is so cool.
And it's got, look at the artwork on the back, the C10s in the park.
Oh, dude, that's so sick. I saw those, and you know what my first thought was? Oh, those are AI. Those aren't real.
Oh, so my first thought was, they're not legitimate. Like they're just like when someone our friends have made us Hot Wheels, right? They modify them, they put them in a package. No, that is a legitimate deal.
That's wild. That is so cool.
Yeah, in the corner says
M2?
8,800 pieces, M2, 8,800 pieces, and there's 800 chase worldwide. So when I went to buy these, Lindsay hit me up. She's like, hey,
you didn't buy me an extra one?
No. You can still buy them online. They're $20.
Okay.
They're still available. So when I went to buy this, Lindsay was like, hey, I want one of those Hot Wheels. And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And so when I went and looked, I was like, oh, sick. So I went, it was like, we get there early, right? And it's like 6:30 in the morning, still dark. And I was like, I'm just going to go stand in the merch line because it gets crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I went up there. Lonnie was the first one in line.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. And so they're still, the people are still trying to get stuff set up. And so I heard them talking. They're like, all right, guys, they made 4 of these, I think. And the chase ones were $50 a piece.
What does that mean, chase?
That means like they have gold wheels and they're like a collectible. Like, Hot Wheels has certain things. I don't collect stuff, so I don't know, but I know there's special editions, right? So basically the chase is a special edition, and then these ones were $20. So I bought 2. Joe was like, hey, get me one. So I bought one for Lindsay and one for Joe. And then I walked back and I go,
Why didn't you buy one for yourself?
Why didn't I get one for myself?
Duh.
So I walked back and got in the line again and bought another one. But man, people were buying these things.
I
10,
bet.
12 at a time.
Oh, really?
And buying the other ones. There's 2 other ones. But the cool thing is so cool that it just says C10s in the park. Like,
Yeah.
the dually's awesome, obviously.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. But like the fact that all this artwork is on it.
Yeah. So do you know anything like the backstory to it, or like how they approached the company? The other company approached them?
I
Like,
think the C10s in the park, I think they approached the company. They've been trying to do this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the whole story, but
that's freaking cool. Yeah, like I said, when I first saw it, when I saw someone just the package, and I was like, and because you know how everybody does the AI things, like turning cars into things.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what I first thought. But now that I'm thinking about it, I do remember seeing someone opened the package and took out the truck and was like rolling it around. Maybe it just didn't click in my brain, but yeah, that is so freaking rad.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
I think it's awesome.
When are we doing Forbidden Fantasy ones?
I know, that's what I was thinking too. I was like,
Do the giveaway truck.
I'll just do my truck.
Yeah.
My truck's boring. It's just white. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was cool.
That's super cool.
The merch there is so. It's the line. I don't know how many feet the merch booth was from our booth, but I would have to say there was probably 300 or 400 feet between us. The line got to our booth from the merch booth.
Oh wow,
that's how many people were in that line.
Wow, that's cool. Is it just for like shirts, or do they have other stuff too?
They had all these toys. And then they had shirts too. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
and you know, we always talk about like, and I know that's something very unique that like probably took a lot of planning and time and effort, but the uniqueness of it, you know, like we were talking about shows doing unique things, kind of like a good example is C10 Intervention with their little model kit boxes that they put all their like giveaway stuff in. Like just little stuff like that is like super freaking rad.
Yeah. It gives me good ideas for our show because our show's not going to grow. You know, we can't make more space, right? So we're not going to grow. So we can't like market it as getting bigger or this, and this. It is what it is number wise. So now I kind of want to, you know, we did the coin. We always do like a little magnet, you know, with the artwork and stuff. So now I just kind of want to be like, oh, what else could we make that's cool and special and not gimmicky and all that stuff? Cause
it's a really cool idea. Really cool idea.
And then I got a special package delivered.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And got a box and at the mailbox and the return, you know, label just said bacon.
Oh. Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what this is. This could be
It's
anything.
a bomb.
Yeah. So, but what it was is these.
Oh, that's right. He showed those to me.
Yeah, he showed them to me too, amongst many other people.
Yeah.
Anytime anything Maverick pops up, I get a bunch of messages. It's really cool when people do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are 3D printed emblems. Got
that's
2
right.
of them.
Yeah. And it's F050.
Yeah.
Not an F150. You got an F.
I got an F50.
F50.
I got an F50, little Mav Mini.
That's awesome. Yeah, I totally forgot about those.
Tiny little truck.
That's sick.
So I'm not going to put them on the Maverick.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to put them, you know, maybe on the interior somewhere. Like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to incorporate this into something. So.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think he actually made those himself.
Oh, is he 3D printing?
He does. Yeah.
Oh, he should have put tiny whittle truck.
Tiny whittle truck.
Like tiny whittle ladder.
Yeah.
On the
yeah, but tiny whittle truck.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Next set, that's the 2.0s.
Yeah.
The F50 2.0s.
That's for the next gen Mavi.
Yeah, for the third gens.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's cool, Bacon. I'm glad it wasn't a bomb.
Appreciate that. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate the no bomb thing. Sick.
Yeah.
What else do I have on here? I have some notes. Or do you have any notes? What do you
I do. I have one thing. We had a question.
Yeah.
Sort of a question, but kind of a neat thing to talk about here. Did I screen cap it? That's a good question. Crap.
I wonder if it's the same. Is it a question from YouTube?
It is. Yes.
All right. It's probably the same one I have here then.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
If it is, it is.
Uh-huh.
Is it from Unprofessional RC?
Now you're asking me way too too deep.
You didn't say.
I
who
just know
got?
the question.
Oh,
Yeah. Go ahead, hit me with it.
is it possible that you could have an episode that talks about how new people can get into the scene?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Same one. I'm new and I have no idea where to find a club, how to get in, where to find out about shows, and who makes parts.
Oh, well, the parts thing is easy. SwitchSuspension.com. That one's easy.
Yeah. Yeah, you could start there. Start at Switch, and they can direct you with anything you need. So if they don't make it or don't know, you know what I mean? And the other thing you can do is just message us. You can message you. You can message me. I'm always more than happy to direct people to different shops or different parts, or, hey, they don't make this part. Talk to this person. They probably could make you the part, and all that good stuff. But yeah, for your 99% of your stuff is going to be Switch Suspension.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This person lacked where they're from, so it was a little harder to say, like, what's going on, because like my experience, because I thought about this question as when I thought about like, oh, maybe I'll start with my experience. Well, being in Southern California, where it's like the hotbed of our culture, like it was very easy for me to join a club because basically the club came to me. Yeah. I had a Baghdad S10 one time. I took it to a stereo shop, and the president of my first club walked in and said, "Hey, do you want to join a mini truck club?" Yeah. And it was like that simple, know? So I guess it's really based on like location. So if you're like in Southern California or Arizona or like, back east, I don't like what's a hot spot back east, but there are hot spots of
Florida.
Yeah. Like there are hot spots of mini trucking. Yeah. Would be pretty easy. You just kind of like go look what's out there, follow, people on Instagram, go to meetups, go to cruise nights, go to shows. But if you're like somewhere that doesn't have the culture, I think it's a lot harder, Yeah.
Yeah. If you're in the Midwest, there's mini truck clubs. Yes, there's mini truckers, but there's just fewer and farther between. So again, all you got to do really is just start asking questions. Mm-hmm. Ask anyone on Instagram, either one of us, we can point you to a car show, and then you go to the car show, and then you just start talking to people, asking where they're from. If you have a truck, take the truck. It's literally just about talking to people and networking, finding out who lives where, who hangs out where, when's the cruise nights. And that's kind of how you get into the scene. Like you had someone come to you. And when I got into the mini truck scene the first time was because I would go to the street races 3 nights a week. Mm-hmm. And the first time I saw a body drop mini truck was some guys from Seductive. So I went to them and asked them about their trucks, and then they told me about mini truck. And I didn't know anything about I had a mini truck, but I didn't know that it was like a
whole subculture, a
whole thing. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I got into it. But again, it's literally just about going and asking people. And if you're really shy, it's going to be harder.
Yeah, you got to break out of your shell a little bit.
You got to break out of your shell and also understand that not everyone is nice. So, and not everyone's going to be answering questions. So
that's interesting you say that, because I was going to bring up a thing that, like, one thing about just car people in general is they do love to talk about their cars.
Yeah.
There are some that you're referring to that are a little standoffish. That's, I think, the minority. I think most of the people are excited about to talk about their
100%,
cars,
and that's the way of the world. Most people are decent. Most people are nice. Most people are willing to help. But sometimes you might get that one person that's a little rough around the edges.
They're around.
yeah, they're 100%. They're around. The thing is, though, is they're usually rough around the edges. But then if you do a follow-up question, then they're fine. Mm-hmm. It's just they're trying to be a smartass in front of their friends or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, you just got to talk and ask and go to events. That's pretty much it.
I think now with Instagram and everybody posting everything online, back to that whole terminally online thing, like that, it's like, it was easy for me, being in a pre-internet world, that was easy for me. Cause like I said, someone came to me, but now living in this not post-internet world, but in this internet world, everything is so accessible. Mm-hmm. So like you can just log on, find a few people, like just cruise the For You page. Oh, that's a cool truck, hopefully in your area, but the information is so much more accessible.
Yeah. Yeah. Because even if you're from say this person's from Kentucky, and I don't know any, like, I'm from Arizona. You ask us, we can kind of give you someone in the area. We could be like, hey, hit up Kenny, hit up this person, and then they might know someone closer. Then this just creates this chain of information.
Mm-hmm. And I've seen it organically happen. Myself. You talked about Kenny in particular. Like, he lives in Nebraska, but he, saw the content created. He started consuming it. Now he built a truck. He has a really nice truck, actually. He built a truck, and he just did the same thing. He just went out and just started doing stuff, taking his truck places, talking to people. He's in a club now. Like, it all just, I've seen it in that little kind of like microcosm of being kind of isolated in different places, not being in a Southwest or on the East Coast or Southeast, Yeah. So, yeah, man, just get out there. Start doing it. That it? 44 minutes?
All right. We're done.
We're done. No, we're not done. But that was the only other thing I had to talk about.
Oh, me too.
Oh, okay, cool. So we are done.
Yeah. So now I can talk about this video that I'm making that's going to be kind of funny.
I was kind of wondering, if you wanted to talk about it or no.
I started making it last night, and it wasn't a very difficult video to make. But what I'm doing now is like, okay, I took my camera with me and Joe. I didn't film the show or anything because it was literally just me and Joe. I can't go out and do show coverage, and I really didn't want to anyways. But I filmed like me leaving, me going to Joe's, us hooking the trailer up, having problems with the lights. Funny little, you know what I mean? Just real quick stuff. Yeah. And I'm wondering how that's going to resonate to the viewers. Mm-hmm. Because it's not exciting stuff.
I've battled that for years.
It's not exciting, but
it is a story. It is something. It's things. Well,
it's also like with going into this good life thing and going into less show coverage and more of just the behind the scenes of my life. Mm-hmm. That's what I did. Mm-hmm. So I kind of want to just show it, and I'm going to put it in front of the stuff that I did yesterday at Pandas.
That's where your videos are trending anyway.
Yeah,
like you were doing that a lot. Like, just sort of like, we went to the show, and and I'm actually going to rip you off because I'm going to do the same thing this weekend. Like, it's not going to. This is going to be bad for the Cruise of the Pines guys. It's not a Cruise of the Pines video. It's about me going on this thing, doing this stuff, and going to Cruise of the Pines.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's just where. I think that's where the audience that watches YouTube, they want to see more of that, anyways.
That's what I watch.
That's what I watch too. I don't watch if it's a video and it's just music over cars. I don't really watch it.
I mean, we gotta talk hard facts here, but that's true. Me too.
But a lot of other people do.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, right? So it's still I'm not 100% not doing that. Mm-hmm. I'm just not doing it as much. Because I have the slowdown video coming out, the intervention video coming out, and that's what that's going to be.
Right.
I didn't film the trip up there. I didn't do anything. That's going to be music over the cars because those are utilized by those shows as promotions.
Right.
So, it's just a hard mix of the two. I'm just curious to know what I'm doing. Is it enough to be entertainment, or are people going to watch it and go, "Well, you didn't really show anything. You just talked." I'm like,
yeah, it is a fine line
but I never going to know until I do it.
Right.
Because to me, it's just like everyone. When you film yourself and talk, you hate the way you look, you hate your voice, all this other stuff. So I will never know if it's going to actually be a thing unless I put the thing out into the world and let everyone else decide if it's a thing or not.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're absolutely right. I think it will be good because that was where this whole thing started. Like, vlogging is just that, like the whole, like you've talked a lot about like your early influences on vlogging and video making and stuff. But I think like people are inherently, this is a weird word to use, but it's pretty accurate, is they're voyeuristic, they like kind of just like, they were pretty mundane things, but it's interesting for people to see take a peek into your life.
Yeah.
People get so wrapped up in their own lives. It's almost like a little escape. Like, what did Brian do? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be, not everything has to be a thing, sometimes it can just be exactly what happened, little trailer problem. We went out there, we cruised, we had some Buc-ee's, we went to this show, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And
I'll know if I need to put more substance into those things.
Yeah, right.
Or less substance into those things, or not do those things at all. or if there has to be a goal at the end of every video, or it can just be whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting. So I'm not going to talk
make
about
it and put it out there.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the stuff from Pandas because it was insanely hilarious, and people are going to be like, "You are stupid." And you are this, and I'll tell you post-pod.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But it will make for a funny video. But what it did was this video I was going to make yesterday, actually, now I can't make it for a couple of weeks. Or I can, and then there's going to be a continuation. But, like, I don't want to just put content out there just to put content out there.
Right.
Almost like, oh, Brian put up a new video. Let's see what it is. Oh, that was nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, he keeps doing this. So I don't know if me and what I do is enough substance to make it worth it. So now
I get it.
That's the new test. That's my new test. Is my new test, and it helps me learn. Oh, I should have filmed that. I should have done this. I should have did that. I didn't do that. Okay, I don't need to do this. You know, like I didn't film anything driving to Pandas because I caught myself in the car a lot, filming myself in the car. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wait to get there and then do it. And so, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Throw it at the wall and see what happens. We're basically literally just making this up as we go. So whatever happens, you know?
Yeah. And I watch a lot of other people like Cletus McFarland. I love his content. He's doing these things called cheap car challenges. And I haven't laughed this hard in so long. They went through the Buc-ee's drive-thru. They bought these cars and they fly somewhere. They have X amount of money to spend on these cars, and they drive them back to Florida where their headquarters are. And then they performed a series of events there. But they flew, and they got this, I don't know, it was a Mustang or something. And they go through the Buc-ee's car wash, and they have to rev it to keep it from dying. And so the car wash guy comes up. He's like, "Hey, man. Oh, I know who you are." He's like, "My boss was going to tell you to quit revving it." And they're like, "Dude, we can't, or it'll just die." He goes, "All right, I'm going to tell him it's Cletus. You do whatever you want." Right. And awesome. So then the driver went to roll the window up, and Cletus stuck his arm out, so he couldn't roll the window up. And then now the car wash is just getting wet. They're just like, it was just fun little stupids. But then when they left, they go, you exit the car wash and you usually have to turn. And he's like, get on it. And he got on it and slapped the curb. And the slow motion is just like them hitting the curb and laughing. And now the wheel's bent, so it's doing this.
Oh, my God.
Going down the road. And they're driving home like this. And they get a flat close to home. And one of them goes, "I don't even know why would that happen? I don't know how you would get a flat." This adventure that they went on.
Right, yeah.
I'm like, how do we do this in our, you know what I mean, in our little area of mini trucks and trucks in general?
Well, Will has said this before, and this was an early inspiration for like me making videos is skate videos, you know, and actually the early low life videos were like that too. They were just like that, where the skating was cool, but it was like the little stuff that happens in between, like them going on adventures to the skate spots, getting in trouble, and yeah, those were a little more rowdy back in the day. But I always gravitated towards those parts of the video. Even now, like when I watch a video, even if it's like your video or other people's videos, the cars, the show stuff is cool, but I always find myself like getting more excited when like I start seeing people I know and like seeing things that happened or like, cool things, like little tiny, interactions and stuff. Like to me, like that is always like the highlight of the video. So that's what I try to implement in mine. That's what I tried to do with the mini Nats video. Yeah. Was just really focus on this like group of people, doing these things and like just going to look at a waterfall, but it's interesting. Yeah. And I think that's what you're talking about is going to that direction, know? Yeah. And because how to implement that into your videos. When
I watch his channel, when they do the race car stuff, I don't watch it. I'm like, this is quarter-mile cars. They're fast. It's boring to me. Now, if they had a Civic or a mini truck and they made it fast, that's not boring to me because those aren't supposed to be fast.
Right.
But if you're showing me a dragster and it's fast, I'm like, cool, it's supposed to be fast. You know what I mean? But when they go on these adventures, and their friends, their friend group reminds me of so much of just like my friend group, and I'm like, how do we? But they have more money, right? So it always comes down to money. So like, imagine if we had a bankroll,
Yeah,
And
to just
we
do
could
whatever.
We could be like, hey, me and Frank are on a team.
Yeah.
Lindsay and so on our team, and this is a team. All right, guys, you have X amount of money. Go buy a truck, and you have so many days to modify it. Like that would be cool, but you need that money to do that.
Well, and you haven't put your full idea out there. You just kind of hinted at it here and there. But if the Panda Grinder TV thing comes to fruition, you're already flirting with that idea.
Yeah.
You know?
And that kind of rolls right into what I haven't talked about is this show coming up that we're doing. On October 11th. The modded culture show.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one that Panda went to out there. It's at Firebird Raceway here in Phoenix, and it's just this circus of events.
Oh, I remember I remember him going to that.
So you've got drifting, you've got burnouts, you've got lowrider hop off, vendors, music. It's from 6 p.m. to midnight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I got a booth there. I'm just going to try it out, see what happens. So
that's really cool. That's where the whole kind of idea sparked from.
This whole idea. Yeah. There's this whole evolution that's going to happen, hopefully.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk about it because if it doesn't,
you know
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited for that.
That's awesome. And that's not this weekend. It's Cruiser Spine's next weekend.
Next weekend, October 11th.
Cool. Yeah, that'll be interesting to talk about.
So if anyone's around October 11th, go to Firebird Raceway. Come hang out at the booth.
Where's that at? What part of the city is that in?
Chandler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
not too far.
No.
That's cool.
Hour or so.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's really cool. Yeah, lots of exciting things still sitting on the fence. I appreciate everybody who, yes, I know Hell's Gate is looking for a truck to build a frame for, and I really appreciate everybody, taking the time to let me know about it. I do know about it, but it's not really what we were going to do.
I know. Even people message me.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Tell Frank about this. Well, he knows about it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. But if people don't know and they are interested, if you have a Hell's Gate Hot Rods, which is in Idaho, they're the ones that I got my front kit on my Tacoma for, and they
have spindles.
Yep, and they build a lot of really cool kind of one-off things. Well, he's looking for a stock Tacoma.
His thing is two things. It has to be stock, and this is not a free frame.
Yeah.
This is I'm not going to say heavily discounted because that sounds bad, but it will definitely be
it'll be a deal. So if you're in the market, if you have a Tacoma or you're in the market for a Tacoma and you're like, I want a body dropped full chassis. So basically what he's doing is he's going to utilize your Tacoma or someone's Tacoma, and build a chassis based on that. So he can replicate it and sell a chassis for a Tacoma in the future. So,
but an important thing is stock. It has to be stock.
It has to be stock.
He has to build. Well, because yes. But it's very important that it's stock because he's trying to build off of the stock geometry to build his thing. Because I think he probably got a lot of people who are like, hey man, I'd love it to do this truck, and it's already cut up, and it's like that's defeating the purpose of what he needs it for.
Yeah,
it's research and development is what it is.
Exactly, research and development, where you will get the product back running, driving, the way that it was up there, and it will be on a custom chassis, running and driving. So
not free.
Not free.
Gotta keep emphasizing that point.
Definitely not what you would normally pay.
Right.
Is the biggest thing, because you're not going to pay. You're essentially paying for parts, and not a lot of labor, basically, because he's utilizing his labor for his benefit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a really cool opportunity for someone. Like I said, it just doesn't fit what I want to do. Yeah. And I've been jokingly telling people, I'm like, Panda's not getting out of this. Because Panda tagged me one time and a while ago in something about it. I said, no, man. No. You're in. You're in it to win it.
I even told Andy at Hell's Gate, I was like, well, I said, I would kind of be interested in that, but not right now. Mm-hmm. I said, so maybe if this is still a thing next year, beginning of next year, maybe, like, who knows? I was like, so now I'm on Marketplace, and I'm like, Tacoma.
You're like looking at Tacomas.
Tacoma, too expensive. No. But yeah, because it would be cool to have a almost two Tacomas, and one that's the opposite of the other, but both body dropped.
Yeah.
One where it's just like, it's hard to explain, but like one where it's very almost simplified, where mine's a little bit not simplified.
Yeah, that's a good way to say
like the chassis, as far as the chassis goes.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we'll see. Well,
yeah,
see what happens. But
see what happens. So yeah, I think that's all I got.
yeah, that's all I got. Come see us at Cruise to the Pines this weekend. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to checking out this new version of the show. Because for those who don't know, we can talk about that for a little bit. For those who don't know, Cruise to the Pines used to be a one-day show. Cruise up from Phoenix on Saturday morning, cruise to the show, do the show, the show's over. But now they've modified it into a 3 or 4 3-day thing.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, so Thursday through Saturday. Which is, if you really want to get there early, they're setting up on Thursday, and they've invited people, like, if you want to come, camp and hang out, then that's cool, because they're going to open up that part of the show. And then Friday is going to be the actual cruise from Phoenix to Prescott. What do you guys say? How do you guys
Whatever
say
you
it?
want. It's all
Prescott.
the same thing.
I say it Prescott.
Yeah.
From Phoenix to Prescott on Friday.
Yeah.
And then the show on Saturday. Are they rolling in cars on Friday, or are they?
I don't know.
I don't know about that part.
I don't know. I couldn't understand from the flyer, but it seemed like they were going to.
Okay, so cruise up Friday, but also, are they taking? And this, you probably don't know this either. Maybe we should have found out more information before I open my big mouth. Hold on. If you guys want to know, it's Cruise to the Pines. What's their Instagram? Hold on, really quick.
Dead air.
Cruise. It's just Cruise to the Pines. So if you have any questions or want to know out any more information, go to Instagram, go to Cruise to the Pines, and ask them for like real detailed information. Like, are they rolling in cars on Friday? Are they letting in cars early on Saturday? Like, what's going on? Yeah. From our perspective, we're rolling up there Friday and then setting up early Saturday is what we're doing, right? So anyway,
that's the plan. Yeah, because they want vendors there before 7 a.m. So I was like, it's a 2-hour drive from my house. I'm like, we'd have to leave at 5.
Yeah,
and not stop for gas. And that means we'd have to wake up at 4.
Talk about being rushed. No.
Yeah. And I want to drive my Tacoma.
Oh, you are? So
that's my plan.
Oh.
We'll see if it happens or not.
That's a little post-pod talk.
So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, hope to see everybody this weekend.
I got to figure out a way to get my booth up there.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Hope to see everybody this weekend. I'll have the new shirt, the Alba Bank shirt, Cruising on Chrome. I'll have that out there up for grabs. See you this weekend.
See you this weekend.
Later.